Because it's a Muslim country, they applauded me. If it's somewhere else, they will be asking questions, as the vice president just did. Is it yesterday? I mean, these things should not be tolerated. That is undemocratic. What is democracy? That somebody else will have to dictate to me as to what is good and what is bad? Unheard of. Because we have decided to devalue ourselves and go a begging. Come on, we have more than enough. God has created more than enough for every person. It's just because you are looking at somebody else's share, not yours. We have enough in the world. The bill will be passed. This is the word to His Excellency the President. There is no way he can intervene. That answer he gave. That is now before Parliament. And when he gets to a stage that he will come, hey, please. This is legislation. This is not execution. Wait until we pass it and then we direct you to execute it.
That was Speaker Babin at the time. Very, very strong words. You heard him speak with passion. He was passionate about this subject, that nobody should dictate to us as to what to do, and nobody should intervene in our affairs and determining what is good, what is bad, what we can do as a nation, and that we have all the resources. And it's because we are always going cap in hand, begging for arms elsewhere. That's why some people have the guts to dictate to us as to what to do. And he said that, well, as long as he remains that Speaker of Parliament, this particular bill is going to be passed. The president cannot do anything about it. The president cannot intervene in the legislative process. That's their job. That's the authority. They're exercising it. That's what he said. And said that it's going to be passed. This was Speaker Babin at the time. It was 137. Spoke passionately about why we need to pass this. It's important. And today we have been told that it's not the most important issue. Let's deal with the most important issues first. That's the messaging now. Because the new group have come into power. They don't want the pressure, the very pressure they imposed on another group, on the other group. They don't want that same pressure to be imposed on them on this subject. Because they know the international consequence. And so let's relegate it to the background. Let's keep quiet about it. Let's not even be talking about it. That's the level of situation they want us to have in this country about this subject matter. The very subject matter they made it the top agenda of the country at the time. Push it. Fighting for it. I said they were fighting for Ghanaians. Little did we know that they were fighting for their individual parochial interest. And now they have gotten what they wanted. So everybody should keep quiet. It's not an agenda. No, it's going to be an agenda. You made it an agenda, so let's continue with it. Why are you running away from that? You made a promise that the people of Ghana should vote for you. You will do better with regards to anti-LGBTQ women. You spoke to us, folks. We're in this country. You told us things. We believed you. Now you have power. And this is what you're saying. That's why I started by saying, yes, it's not important. If you look at the scale of things, this might not be the most important thing, but who made it an important issue in the first place? Was it me? Was it you listening? No. It was the people in power, the people in offices, the people in privileged positions, politicians. They made it the issue top of our agenda. So now, what has changed? It's 11 minutes after 8. Let's listen to Sam George on this matter. After Sam George, we'll continue. Stay with us.
Your candidate, when he was interviewed on the BBC, he said he would now look into what is in that bill.
You know, that's a misconception that's been put out. And I listened to that full BBC interview. President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill. And he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill. What the president said to the BBC.
107.9.
Folks, that's Sam George. He was even threatening Mahama at the time. Hey, folks, Charlie, let's listen to it again.
He said he would now look into what is in that bill.
You know, that's a misconception that's been put out. And I listened to that full BBC interview. President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill.
President Mahama is the most peaceful person in Ghana to see. There's no problem. It's very comfortable. That was Sam George, folks. That was Sam George in 2024. And he said that the president has made a promise that he will sign that bill. He's going to sign it. This is the president. Or this is Sam George speaking over the president. The same president that's come out to tell us that, well, this is not important. Sam George did go on to say that if President Mahama fails to sign the bill, she will know no peace. Her. I'm shocked. I mean, if you are watching me on YouTube, you will see the way I'm sitting. I'm shocked. I am seriously, I am surprised. That was what Sam George said, folks. I mean, don't let us be fooled by these people, folks. See, have a principle in mind. Please, being consistency is good. Yes, if you made a mistake and you want to, all of us make mistakes, that's fine. But I'm saying that you cannot say something today, believed in it, pushed for it to happen, convince the people of Ghana to support you in making that thing happen, express why you are in agreement with that, saying it's the right thing to do. And now when the situation changes, you want to say different things. Why? Why do you do that? Well, don't we have the capacity to think? Don't we have the capacity to look at things and decipher and make a decision? See what's happening, see what you're saying. Why do you think Ghanaians can't think? When you made this issue a big issue, that's not supposed to be a big issue, and we should all keep quiet because now you are in Gambia, you are sent, you are special breed. The MPP, they were not human beings. Oh, no, I don't want to be in that kind of situation, please. I don't want to be in that kind of soup. I want to be a man who can think, look at things, think, know what you're seeing, judge it with the very things you've said, have a particular standard, know exactly what you're seeing and what you're trying to achieve with that. Do you understand? So the points I'm making, I want to conclude before I let you come in this morning. The point I'm making this morning is that this issue exposes some people's lack of consistency in this country. It exposes some people's lack of principle in this country. It exposes the objective of some politicians. Anytime they're in power, like they can do everything to get power, and when they get it, and they begin to behave differently. This morning, you've listened to the Speaker of Parliament then. You saw and you heard the passion with which he spoke. See, the thing, we are going to pass it. The president cannot do anything. We are in the process. We are going. It's for us. Nobody can dictate to us. We are so. He said all of these, and he didn't say the way I'm saying it with the low tone. No, he said it with some high. You understand? He was very energetic and passionate. Now you listen to Sam George. He went further to even quote and unquote threaten the president. Then a man will know no peace. Oh, it's a serious issue, but I'm laughing about it. He said all of this. He's going to pass it. Yesterday, the man met civil society organization. Charlie, the thing is not important like that. People don't have food to eat. People don't have water to eat. As at the time you were saying the things you were saying, didn't he have people who didn't have food to eat? Obogu, you let me hear you briefly. Then I'll go to the people. This morning,
you've left me in the middle.
You have no idea what. Okay, I'll continue. Later, you appreciate, you grasp what.
I guess you are talking about the LGBTQ.
President yesterday met with civil society organization and said
there are other relevant things.
Yeah, it's like people.
You know, the previous governments, people were making the same arguments that this is not what we are supposed to be looking at now. And then some people even weighed in on the matter and they said that the way this thing is complicated, we are not seeing it as such, because how Ghana is, where Ghana is at this point in time, we are not very self-reliant as a people, as a country. And so passing this bill would have so many implications on us. But then I don't know if it was because that time they were in opposition and they just, like I said, everything in politics is an opportunity, it's about strategy. So they saw an opening and they saw that, and they were perfectly aware, especially Sam George. And the points we were making, that Sam George, his demeanor when he was in opposition and now that he's in power, I mean, when he started, it was the same. He was still with that's vim, that's, but now it looks like he's humble. Because, you know, there are things that you have to, when you are making certain promises, when you are driving a certain agenda, there are things that you should keep in mind, that tomorrow you can be the person in power.
They didn't. All they wanted was power, and they rallied some Ghanaians behind them, because there were some Ghanaians who genuinely thought that these people meant what they were saying.
Now my problem is, it's like you take the plight of Ghanaians, and I don't know if I should say is manipulation. You take the plight, you know that truly these people, they don't like this particular thing. They have this.
You hit on it. It's very sensitive, just like the president. It's very emotive. And then you politicize it and you make it a huge. And you condemn the previous administration for their lackluster attitude towards it. And you made them look immoral in the eyes of some Ghanaians, well-thinking Ghanaians, that these
now
people they don't even know God. In fact, it's like they are agents of Satan. That's why they are even trying to block our path and trying to ensure that this right thing is done, this moral thing, something that is godly. So the other party was seen as evil. You were the saints. Why? Where didn't they people? Where did they Ghanaians? Oh, why? You treated them knowing that this thing, it's just for politics. And you got some Ghanaians to support you. Now you're in power, you are trying to tactically tell us that, oh, this thing, won't forget it. Why? Do you think you are a special group of people or something? Why, because you're in power, everybody should keep, but why did you lead us into that conversation in the first place? Why? What was your motive? What were you trying to achieve? Now you've come to power, you have the power. Do the very things that you were complaining about in opposition. At the time, everybody was drinking water.
I mean, at the time,
everybody was satisfied.
The MPP was making the same arguments.
And you didn't listen. You said, no, they should forget. It's not making sense. So when I'm saying this, some people think that you are doing... Why?
Oh, no, we are not.
I should come and praise NDC for this, for what they have said. Did I praise the MPP when they said these similar things? And you want me to be No, I'm not going to do that. We have a country to govern. Let's be principled. Let's know the objective of doing it. Let's not make everything politics. And now here we are. The NDC, whether they like it or not, they must pass it. They have to. It's an albatross around their neck.
Because this is
it should be important to them.
Specifically pushed.
It should be important to them. It cannot be unimportant to them. No. It should be important to you. Pass it. You spoke about it. You said you pass it. You have to pass it. Let's see if you can pass it. Pass it. Because you were asking the previous administration to do what? To make it a law. You passed it in parliament. You were waiting for the president to assent. He didn't. You were even putting pressure on him to do it. Take it through the process again. Let the president you said he will sign, let him sign and let's see. Why do you think that Ghanaians, we don't have the ability to think? So everything you can come and push, and when situation change, oh, why do you think you are? Because you are in politics doesn't mean you are the smartest people in Ghana. I'm telling you, there are people listening to us this morning who are equally intelligent, equally smart, if not more, than some of you who are in government. So when you're speaking to us, be minded of that. Don't come and say any other thing just because there is power to grab. And then when the thing changes, you're beginning to come and tell, you are now telling us everything that you've said was wrong. Now let's look at the other side. Why? I don't understand. It's something this politics, I've said that I will do some, but the way I don't know. It's like when you enter the thing, like some spirit, it was 23 minutes after it. Let me listen to some few friends.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and continue. 0541022318. If you are listening to me, join me. We've been talking about anti-LGBTQ. I've shared my opinion. You've just heard Janice's opinion on it. I don't know what you think. You can come with your thoughts, and I'll be willing to hear from you. Good morning.
Hi, Alfa. How are you?
Yes, Mr. Badu, I'm good. Talk to me, sir.
Alfa, is anti-homosexuality bill being put on the table of the president to sign and he has refused?
It must be put on his table. The
It's
people
not on the table. It's not been passed in the parliament.
So it must be passed in parliament for it to be on his table for him to assent to. That's what we are saying. Because that was what you demanded for.
Yes, you cannot demand for a president to sign it. Sign. No, there's nothing for him to sign.
I didn't say sign. If you heard my word, I said you should pass it. So they should They should start the process of passing it for him to sign. That's what I'm saying.
Then I will agree with you. So who's supposed to pass it?
You know them who passed it the last time. So the very people can pass it now. Now their president is in power. He will sign it. So they should do it.
Very well. So we cannot blame the president in this regard. We should put pressure on our MP. The question here is the NPP MP, are the NPP MP pushing it enough?
This is not an MPP matter. NDC told us.
Don't worry.
NDC told us something clearly. We heard them. We're in this country. I've played you audio. They spoke to. So they are now in government. Do the thing you wanted to do.
Let's have engagement. Have both the NPP and NDC push this enough?
Why are they not pushing it enough in your view? Why are they not pushing it?
That is the question. They have to ask them why are you not pushing it enough?
So those are the questions I'm asking. So join me in asking them.
Okay, let me ask them. MPs, why are you not pushing it?
Better.
The speaker has been so vocal, and I heard you in your intro that and these people are not speaking and all that. We are speaking. I'm in this guy, and I'm speaking. I'm vehemently against this. And remember, President Mahama should have been given an award in America on his recent trip in America. But he was stripped of this because of his anti-LGBT, anti-homosexual mission. But he said he doesn't care. He still stands by it. So, you see, like I said, I remember a former majority leader, the Swami MP, the former Swami MP. He was also so vocal against this bill, the anti-LGBT. He was so vocal, but because of his the anti-LGBTQ, he was removed as a majority leader. He was a very fine gentleman. He was against it. But the people in the MPP was against, this guy, you are not helping us. So kick him out.
Thank you very much, Mr. Badu, for joining us this morning. You can also join in. It's a very sensitive and emotive subject. Good morning, this country. Somebody.
Good morning,
Alfa. Yes, we are talking.
Alfa, this depicts the true nature of politicians we have in this country. I'm somebody who wouldn't want to attack somebody or maybe to comment on somebody's view. But this morning, I'm surprised at my brother, Mr. Badu. You say MPP should push. To, Today, in Parliament, who has the majority? 2/3 of the MPs. 2/3 of the MPs. Who has the majority? 2/3 of the MPs. 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 2/ You have the power and the numbers to push everything. You see, the president's explanation is that the issue is so sensitive and emotive. To our good president, when did he realize that? And this time coming out to answer questions on LGBTQ. Who did the president consult? I hope he has a cabinet. Where are the Sam Georges and the Speaker of Parliament? Please, what was wrong yesterday cannot be right today. If indeed they saw that that was something that was going to affect the shared values of this country, what has changed now? A word to the wise, they say, is enough. They cannot fool us all the time.
Okay.
They should not crown themselves as elements of deceit and deception. Ghanaians, we are wide awake. We need development, but there are certain things that they must address so that it will help all of us. If our children should get into some of these things, will it be better?
Thank you very much, viewer, for joining us this morning. It's interesting how things change in this country, how political discourse shifts in this country, depending on who is in power. And sometimes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Alfa.
Yes, good to meet you.
Mr. Dennis Mike. Alfa, me say your president, as to brigadier, as a officer, say no fan. Na a dear potty, Ghana. Ye found baby asu ni wa muni so beka ni serious ase what the against CMPP amo ba power no wayo because we say what kan yempanyfo no ni aba ya tu we nyina kan hu bio ntime no the speaker kan no me yada pa wa ya de but man nya sa ase wo cover brigadier and cover be there because the president akano yempanyfo ne ye youth no ebi ntiase ntie obeka we ne simple keke e dey cover president debi
we na oti enu ye de okan ye habra na MPP ho aban so say don maintain kan
me say we ye bia the president when you speak on kasa because speaker kasa makana speaker AFA speaker on casa di Okan on repeated the Okan that on repeating to the president. What you choice Anna.
Thank you.
Ghana you need your choice see a bit to say yeah handle do nti ama yentimi nkasa no kure no on bibia ya pesi ehwa ize ya kwaka yesi ya san omunim se US one or more and other countries. Yes, you are where near Betty Manoa, Diani, and then your question will be there.
Razakobi, thank you very much for joining us this morning with your submission. 0541022318 is the number you can also call me on if you want to let us know your view on this issue this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Alfa Ali.
Yes, Solomon, talk to me.
Alfa, you and I will agree on that politicians, the consistency is not there. So let's take a lot of politicians, they are not consistent from 1992 up to date. So it is not now that they are going to realize that politicians are not consistent. But Alfa, I think recently parliamentarians drafted private members bill, and I think Sam George was part of them. Those who drafted the private members bill. So I think Sam George, he hasn't distanced himself from his fight or his advocacy against.
No, but you heard what he said. He said the president will know no peace. That was what I was.
But what I'm
have you seen evidence of president not knowing peace because of this?
It's part of the consistency that you are talking about. So they are not consistent. I agree with you totally that they are not consistent. But the pressure should be put on the parliamentarians.
Okay.
So if they pass the bill and then it's put on the table of President Mahama and then he delays, then we can start to blame him. But the process begins with Parliament.
I hear. Thank you very much, Solomon, for joining us this morning with your view. It's 32 minutes. I know there are people who are very angry this morning listening to the conversation. Please don't be angry. Relax. This is Ghana. Be calm. Everything will be fine. Good morning.
Good morning, Alfa.
Yes, Ejami Tio.
Anapay Michia or Bapa, a tin and catcher. You say Easter eBay, why busy as a designer. Obapa Boyma. And now chair million in an Adua, a mao friend, I'm a chair. Omunkosom free. Alpha, Musi, President Mama, see, I didn't win here. Sano Kai. Sano Kai, dear. And you want more now,
or say, your my who here and no shedanka. Like, I mean, Ghana, say, dreams, and it. Like, as a old shit, they hear upon, we need and Jeda, and Jeda, and Yadia, Jeda,
Sunny and necessary who is here, no. Yes, I say, you young woodman. Oh, say, sir, the amount the Albany answer. Young Africans, no, we can never be self dependent. The PIA Dabrofono, they say, yeah, natural resources and yam coupon the Atay and Okrano. Abrofun the determined price. Oh, say, Nancy, cocoa price a woman shine so. And now almost a cabia, a dient in woman, my sika, and fan to cocoa. Oh, say, yes, can to cocoa. Now, any over to Angel. And it can't be depending on them. And woman society and woman so force the Africans and also saying to a mamma. But when kids say, who is the president? We are for one now, Ghana. Na, it says, one no him say, near, and you would gra, a minor crano, just a beco from. Nemono, a catcher say, woman see, and this is special woman now, 2028, dear, and a woman can woman pass you. And yes, I won't be loose poto. Because I say, Moody Diagra. I'm a Brunia, upper hander. Yet, your Mabruno, Messano, Mabruno, yet Bruno, a person sell country, or did you know Mabruno so? Would he come sell or ma? Was sell mine? Into woman, you had no one pass it.
Thank you very much. Very, very important point made there by Eja. But yes, still. You can also join in 0541022318 and let me know what you think. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Jimmy Tio. I'm here to me who you know.
I do have an agenda. And then my 100% enemy, and the board.
No, they won't mark your mouth for. Hey. Mr. Deji, we need a come 70 and man, can't answer. So, when you say anyone's all kinds of anchor, would they can they always all can?
Akubuadu pa wo mam. Asubo buy work one sale and a more yet. Procurement fare. And no muja ho procurement. Procurement dey from no Akubuadu go and the mama. Okurata. And the mama need afraid of then I say and this is why you
Mate.
And this is why you say Akubuadu address of far and fascinating the idea had to cry president here.
But that's it. Thank you very much, Mr. Chief, for your contribution this morning. Yeah, the number to call me on is 0541 022318. 0541 022318. This morning we played you audio, of President Mahama, of Speaker of Parliament, and some George on the issue of anti-LGBTQ. And we've made comments.
Hello,
good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Hello, Bacho Orange FMD.
Bacho Orange, within the saying.
I'm very watching because I'm from my number, not yet. It's here now, okay, I'm you. So, not by a Montomo was in a Momobo.
Mati.
And I say, Munipa and the airport driver, that's 3 more. We program in a manager on Pan, the semi fresh to do with born number. No, one day.
Mati, you better be Mati.
Nadia, they can say Ghana, dear, oh, say John Amano, women a propaganda. Now, Ghana only why say two no blah. If I told say, Bema Biafra, Bema Bisa, or could be 2 more Ghana.
We can't allow such a language on the platform. Please make sure your language is refined. Sorry for allowing that to pass. 0541022318. You can also join me this morning with your call on 0541 022318. 0541 022318. That's how you can join in and share your thoughts. Okay. He was just telling me to take my time. So let me take my time. 0541 0541 022 022 318 0541 022 318. Call me on that number and let's have a conversation. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning.
Please, your name and where you're calling me from?
My name is Yusuf. I'm calling from Kumasi.
Yusuf Kumasi, talk to me.
Honestly speaking, I was listening to your conversation this morning, and I'm really, really sad as a Ghanaian, to be honest with you. I can understand your frustration in the studios as well, because politicians cannot continue to take the good people of this country for granted. How can you, in opposition, chastise the government for not being able to do one or two things, and when you come to power, you do the worst, or you try as much as you can to justify whatever you are doing in government? This is very hypocritical of the president and the Sam George and his likes, because the same issues the president is saying that the Ghanaian people is faced with, the Ghanaian people were facing the same issue in 2004, but they were on the neck of the government to pass this thing into law. But now the president is telling the Ghanaian people that this issue is not of a pressing issue to the Ghanaian people. I mean, this is very hypocritical of the president and very insincere stance from the president as well. Honestly speaking, I'm really, really disappointed in the president, and I'm really, really disappointed as a Ghanaian as well. How long would the politicians, how long would we continue on this path as a nation? This is so disgusting. To be honest with you, I'm really, really sad. I'm sure if care is now taken, it will get to a time nobody will be interested to go and join a queue to cast his vote for any political party in this country. This is very disappointing. I think the president should come again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yusuf, for joining us this one. That's Yusuf who said he's very disappointed with the comments and the shift in position, the lack of principle, consistency. Good morning.
Alfa.
Yes.
Homosexuality is, we all know, is satanic, it's ungodly, it's immoral. Our religious settings frown upon that. And nobody with a right frame of mind will agree that homosexuality is a right thing in our society. It is not only in Ghana that we frown upon. You see, even in advanced countries, the civilized countries so-called, America, UK, Europe, and all that, most of them are against the homosexual.
Okay, because of time, let's allow others to also come in, Mr. Badu. You can also join in on 0541 022 318. 0541 022 318. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name
My name is Kofi. I'm calling from Kumasi.
Kofi Dela, talk to me, sir.
I am surprised about two things this morning. The first one is Mr. Bedu. Mr. Bedu, please have a principle stand. If yesterday the NDC MPs felt it was so serious that we needed to pass the LGBTQ bill, they should not be pretending as if it's not that important today. It is not for the NPP to push the bill to be passed. Because after all, we know that they were not pushing for it to be passed. Today, they are super majority in parliament. They could even take an emergency day to even pass that bill. Secondly, I'm surprised we are all talking about politicians this morning that, oh, this is how politicians are. Alpha, from 2024, I've been telling you, NPP, NDC, it's like they are the same people. They behave the same way. The very thing we complain about when governments are in power, that, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't be doing this. When they come to power, they do worse of it. Alpha, is that not it?
That's what you're saying. I'm listening to you say.
They do worse of it. Wasn't this not complaining about soul sourcing when you were in opposition? That it was thievery. What are we seeing today? Why is soul source contract to be given, and just about 20 kilometers of road, you are supposed to buy 2 cross-country vehicles and 1 saloon car for 20 kilometers of road? Have you not seen the thing? I know they're not doing the worst things today. So I'm surprised you are talking about this. The last but one guy who called, he got to a point that when none of us should even step out to go and vote.
Yeah, that was easy.
Politicians will learn how to stop taking us for granted.
Good morning. Dela, thank you very much for joining us this morning. That's Ruben Ame calling us. He will not be here this morning, but he has at least joined us to share his thoughts. You can also contribute on 0541 022 318. It's just the question to the government of the day. You see, the last time I was telling somebody that we didn't vote the way we voted for NDC because we loved them. Because, like, there are some voted for them because we have some expectations. So if you come in, you're behaving as if you're smart, like what the MPV did. Smart, yeah. Charlie, we go vote you out. I'm telling you the truth. That thing for sure, no. But how many times should you realize that the Ghanaian, when he knows that Charlie number, because there's tactics and Charlie, I'm foul, bro. 0541 022 Talk to me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Let's say.
Within the same.
Your friend of a referee
Obetima lower or radio volume now. Met me home count.
That's far.
Me too.
I said that an MPP for a day, then you pass.
Yeah, dear, say that, yeah, Mawu. Onyame yet, that was it. That was boy. Ne Pesta Mahama, sir, mad, I used them also, where they
just me who the anenka one was one party e dey you know what you hear the country no party ye yire no party na aseda na e di menya popon de oye ma unua no sa ye se be ya ma ta na tie o pese dia emumu akwaku a enoa ne de neti e de nyanko party mo ene ya se ka se so aba o mu be hu o mba.
Oh, I think we've lost Nana on the line. Sorry about that. Maybe we can try again. But if you are listening, we can pick just 3 calls. We have something to listen to, after which then we'll invite our friends to join the conversation. But once again, let me take my time to mention the number or to announce the number. It's 0541 0541 022 318 0541 0541 022 318. I hope at this time everybody has gotten it. Sorry. If it were to be Janice, number 3 she's very I'm a very generous young one. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? Oh, good morning. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? I think we've lost you on the console, so let's try.
I hear you very well.
Yes, talk to me.
Yes, when the NDC was campaigning, we told people these people were telling lies. See, they are in power. All the things they were fighting and campaigning for, they are not doing them. You see, so it's a lesson to all of us. Thank you.
You didn't add your name.
Felix, Uncle Felix.
Okay, Felix, thank you very much for joining us this morning. That's Felix's opinion. We can do 1 or 2 calls and then we are done with the phone-in segment this morning. And then we'll listen to something about digital marketing for about 10 minutes, and then we'll go on to deal with some other issues. So you can call me if you still want to be part of the conversation on our number. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, I think we've lost you on the line. Try again. Let me see if we can speak to this caller. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling me from?
Mekasefri Bantma, a friend Candice man.
Candice man, Bantma, meet you.
And Kofi, Oma, say, Oman, to tell you. Wouldn't me emfa NDC into MPP Hoda? Because Omo for BBM, I dear with opposition and now Okase, and you know, and one now by a way, say a careful nation. School and ye petronia to tumu and a day with the Asida and the moon Yanko Pon say 1 more to a daddy. Make a free band to mamma, no dear Kitwa Mekan. Bye bye.
Bye bye. This kind of politics, very enough. Everybody is. Charlie, our last caller is coming. Let's. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Alpha. I think I'm the last caller. This is Logonia from Parakou.
Logonia, talk to me, sir.
Yeah. I think that as NDC, as we have already indicated, NDC government is a different government. It is a listening government. And I believe that the reset agenda that Jamama has put in place is really going to deliver according to his agenda. And I believe that Jamama, before he finishes his term now of office, whatever he wanted to do for Ghanaians will really see, because we have really realized some of the things that he promised he's delivering. And we have the confidence in him and knowing that very soon, whatever Ghanaians demand from him, he's going to deliver. Once again, Alpha, thank you for always giving us opportunity. Logonia from Paraku Estate. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. That's Logonia from Paraku Estate joining us this morning with his submission. It's 52 minutes after 8, and we'll listen to this. Let me just speak the last caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Alfa.
Yes, you are our last caller. Please, your name, your name. Okay, me too.
So the phone nobody can namna. And I speed me too much. Anything I mean, Kwan, go with me as this young and Kata being coming in the behind that. So we said one. Oh, before Billy would speed. Our bands in my home. Are they? After more quack, you drum. After more marathon to say, or we speed. I want to be able to see any part.
Kafrat, thank you very much for that. Let's listen to this one.
Hello, my name is Kwabna Boabeng. I coordinate the Professional Digital Marketing Certification Training Program. I must also say that I have special interest in helping businesses achieve excellence when it comes to marketing, because marketing is everything. Many people have been frustrated in the past, and even in this current era of ours, a lot of people do go through this same frustrating moment because they are unable to market as expected. They are unable to sell their product and services as expected. So marketing is at the heart of business. You can have the best of product and services. You can spend money to import excellent products. But if you're unable to market, if you're unable to sell, you cannot have the joy that business comes with. So marketing is everything. It is critical to the life of every business. But today, I must also submit to you that if you want to achieve excellence in the field of marketing, then you cannot do without today's technological advancements. You have to use technological tools to be able to do better when it comes to marketing. And not only marketing, this is applicable to almost every human endeavor. If you go to those in the medical profession, those in the legal profession, whichever field you find yourself, some amount of technological tools are aiding the operational activities of that. So for businesses, marketing is key, and marketing can be better handled if we are using digital marketing tools and channels. All right. So in the past, when you say digital marketing, many people will tend to limit the thinking to the usage of social media platforms. Facebook, that is what comes to mind. Instagram, and others will possibly think about TikTok and the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, that is just a very minute aspect of digital marketing. And even for those who think you are using social media platforms fully, I must also say to you that there are specific business functions that are associated with these social media platforms. Knowing how to use them professionally and fully will guarantee you nothing but the best of result when it comes to selling or marketing on social media. But again, let me mention that digital marketing goes far beyond social media. And if you care to know, there are other channels like Google advertising. We can talk about optimizing for local search. We can also talk about online store creation and its management. We can talk about email marketing. We can also talk about SMS marketing. These are also effective channels that you can use to be able to say that you are doing marketing digitally. All right. So over the past 4 to 5 years, an organization by the name the Professional Digital Marketing Certification Program has been championing activities helping people to have practical knowledge in the usage of these digital marketing channels. And I think you and your business deserve to practice marketing digitally. In this technological era we find ourselves. Failing to do that simply means that you are ignoring the many people who should be interested in your products and services. All right? Ignoring them can also be very, very dangerous to the success of your business.
And I can give an example. If you are doing what we call traditional marketing, the very marketing approach that we want to run away from, but you rather want to do digital marketing will give you the opportunity to know the very people who have special interest in your product and services at every given point in time. Okay, so the products that you have, the channels have some level of artificial intelligence embedded in them. So the channels are able to tell you that with this product that you have at this point in time, these and these and these persons at this particular community or locations have need for them, because the channels have collected data that is able to respond to the needs of businesses. So why wouldn't you use the channels? Use the channels and you will, see the joy that it comes with. Okay. But I must say that over the past 4 to 5 years, a number of individuals have enrolled at the Professional Digital Marketing Certification Training Program and cannot simply hide the joy that they have as a result of having knowledge in digital marketing. We'll listen to them. When we return, I will tell you about how you can also be part of the next edition of the Professional Digital Marketing Certification Training Program.
My experience here has been one of a journey, very exciting. But when I first heard about it on radio, I had an idea of what it would look like, but coming here, trust me, it was a different ball game altogether, and you can't afford not to be here. The world has gone digital, the world has gone social, the world is on the web. Everything you see now is being controlled by the digital space. So you need to be here to be able to fully take advantage of what's happening, where the world is going. It doesn't matter the field you are in. Lawyers are here, doctors are here, medical personnel are here, teachers are here, bankers are here, all kinds of people. I'm a pastor and I'm here too. So you can't afford not to be here. Everybody ought to be here because this is where the world is going. The world has gone digital. The world is going and it won't stop for any of us. So please, no matter what you do, no matter your field, no matter your expertise, come and learn how to really market yourself digitally, market that small company, market that business, market that skill, that career. And trust me, when you come here, you will not live here the same. By the time you live here, you would have acquired the tools and the skills, and most importantly, the technical know-how in how to utilize the tools and the resources that are available. Thank you very much. I hope you will make time, quickly register, and then come on board, and your life will never be the same. Thank you.
I got to know of the digital marketing program on Sunny FM one Saturday. I love listening to Sunny FM, so I took interest when Mr. Kwabena Boabin was on show. I took note of everything he was saying, and after I discussed with one of my children who was in final year, had started, after Legon had started national service, so I encouraged her to enroll. I got in touch with the team. We were given the necessary instructions and what to do. We paid for, and one of my children enrolled. I can assure you that every week that she returned from class was an amazing time. As I listened to Kwabena on Saturday, she would come to class, and after that we'll discuss. Then when the boy too was finishing school, I decided that to be good for him to also enroll, and we did that. I've encouraged other friends to also hook on to it, and I personally decided to follow and do this program. I must say that I'm involved in some digital health program at my workplace, so that's even excited me to be part of it myself, and I don't regret being here. It's been an eye-opener. Much has been learned, and not only that, I've had new friends and new network. We want to take this opportunity to encourage everybody. Please encourage yourself, encourage your children, encourage friends to come for this program, and I can assure you that they will never regret it. I haven't regretted, my children haven't regretted. I have boys and girls in my life who haven't regretted being part of this program. And we want to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you to the Digital Marketing Professional Program team, to all our tutors, to our assistants, and to everybody who makes this program possible. We really appreciate you all. All we can say that God richly bless you.
Those are the voices of Pastor Isaac Bediakon and Madam Teresa Seko, who works with the Ghana Health Service. They were all part of some of the previous sessions of the Professional Digital Marketing Certification Training Program. The next edition of the Professional Digital Marketing Certification Training Program will start from Monday, 13th April. As always, it's a one-week program, Monday to Friday, at the Center for Business Development, KNUST. We do evening lessons or classes, so we start at 5:30 p.m. and then we close at 7:30 p.m. So I need you to take note of the starting date. It's Monday, 13th April 2026. 1 week program, Monday to Friday, at the Center for Business Development, KNUST, 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. each day. What is happening now is registration for seat reservation. This is how we go about it almost every time, because what we do comes with a lot of practical demonstrations, and to be able to generate value for those who enroll to be part of the program, we always enroll only 20 people at a time. Currently, we have just about 3 seats available for interested persons because 17 have confirmed. So if you're interested, this is what we do. I'll give out a telephone number. You are expected to text your full name and your telephone number to that number. You can do WhatsApp, you can do normal SMS. So if you are ready, this is the number. It's 0241 44 9850. 0241 44 9850. You don't need to call. Only your name and your telephone number to the number I just mentioned. You can do WhatsApp, you can do normal SMS. And if you missed it, this is it. It's 0241 44 9850. Thank you very much for making time for this short presentation, and we are hoping to have you as one of our special participants at the next edition of the Professional Digital Marketing Certification Training Program. God bless you.
So that is the message we have for you. So you know what to do. You can also be part of it and get to learn something that is going to be very much impactful for your life. Yes, we'll get into our next conversation. We are going to talk about some of the things that we have already looked at, as well as others. So that conversation is starting very, very shortly. Don't forget, you can join us with your message on 05939329993. 05939329993. Joseph Apentin speaks for the NDC, and he's popularly known as Boat. The real name, I forgot, unless you know. Tell me. Ajiman Boatin. Ajenim Boatin, aka Boat, right? Mm-hmm. So Ajenim and Joseph are here. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, bro.
I believe that we are all doing well. Joe, let me start with you. It's your government, so and you are enjoying. So let me start with you. It's been a while, though.
I'm enjoying as in
you are in power. Your party is in power.
Oh, please come clean.
Isn't your party not in power?
Yeah, sure, for sure. My party is in power.
It comes with advantages.
If you say I'm enjoying, I have to see clarity on it.
I'm saying
all of us are enjoying.
You know, some are enjoying more than
others. Really? That one I don't know.
No, when you're close to power, your level of enjoyment.
What I know is everybody's enjoying.
I'm saying that when you're close to power, your level of enjoyment differs from those who are not. I'm not close to power.
When you're close to power,
you are close to power because you are a key member of the party.
Oh no! You've seen President Mahama gave us a promise.
Even your shirt this morning shows.
Oh my brother! Ever since you've known me, I've been in these African prints.
Let's talk about the issues.
Okay.
President some think that you guys are becoming hypocritical.
Hypocritical as in
the position you held before 2024 election, and the comment by President Mahama to the extent that this is not one of the most pressing issues in Ghana today. Some look at it and say, oh, really? At the time you guys were pushing it, had we solved all our problems? Why have you now kept quiet? Why did you see President Mahama will sign it? Why is he now saying it's not one of the most important things? So in the next 10 minutes, Joe, talk to me about why you agree with Mohammed's stance on the issue of anti-LGBTQ.
Oh, thank you very much, my brother. And let me use this opportunity to extend my regards to Chairman General Okaminta, an aspiring national youth organizer of the Great NDC. And also, we have to say a big thank you to the NDC constituency youth organizers, the deputy organizers, and the other youth representatives. Chairman Okaminta, for 3 weeks, have toured the whole of Ghana. He has met all the constituency youth organizers and their deputies. He has met the regional youth organizers. And his message was very simple, that it's time again for the NDC to undertake our internal elections, and he's pleading with them that they should give him the nod. In December, they should vote him as our national youth organizer. So first of all, he came to thank all the youths for the work that they've done in ensuring that the NDC won power in 2024, and also plead with them that this year, December, by God's grace, when the time is due, they should vote for him as a national youth organizer. And I do believe that he's somebody that he lives by the words that he utters. And indeed, if they have confidence in him and then they vote for him, he's going to deliver. You've seen, my regards also Samuel Jache, also an aspiring Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer, Supremo this morning, wherever he is, my regards to him, and then I wish him the best for this year's elections. You've seen, my brother, first thing is, what President Mahama said is the right thing. So, Alfa, I'm asking you this question. You think that in today's Ghana, Ghanaians are much more fixated on LGBTQ issues or bread and butter issues?
When you were initiating or undertaking the campaign for anti-LGBTQ, didn't we have issues?
No,
you were bread and butter issues at the time.
You see one thing.
But you
so
made it an agenda.
Let's even delve deep into economics. Basic economics that we were taught in SHS. There's a scale of preference. There are priority lists and there are cost of opportunity cost. Sorry, whatever be it, when you list items that you need, there are some which are priority. With all due respect, today that we live here, there is no Ghanaian who will tell me that unemployment and bread and butter issues must be relegated to the periphery.
The question,
we're talking about LGBTQ.
The question to you is,
those are people's sexual orientation.
The question
things
to you,
that happen to people in privacy.
The question to you is, in 2024, people did not have jobs.
But the NDC never made it a priority issue.
In 2024, there were people who had bread and butter issues.
For sure.
But agents or associates or members of the NDC made LGBTQ an issue.
You've seen a major plank of the NDC campaign, our manifesto, was job creation. One, and a result of Ghana. You can go and read through. There is nowhere did we prioritize LGBTQ and their issues.
So you did not prioritize
it? For sure. I'm not saying that we didn't speak. We spoke because we have Mr. Sam George, who was a lead voice in it, championing it that at least there should be a legislation criminalizing same sex.
Not just him, the current.
But it was a priority. It wasn't a.
So LGBTQ was not a priority.
For sure. My brother, we live in this country. There are countless of
people
youth
demonstrated
who are desperate for jobs. There are high disparity rate among the youth, and then about unemployment. And we will not talk about that, and then we want to veer off and go talk about LGBTQ.
I see.
No, please.
You agree with the president?
Please, listen to me very well. It's not a priority now. For sure, it's not a priority. It's not a priority. Whatever happens with somebody in their privacy, it's up to them. You see, let me tell you one thing. Since the days of the Bible, the days of our patriarchs, Jeremiah, Joseph, and all those people, that they were written about in the Bible. All these practices were there.
Did you know this in 2020?
No. My brother, we knew.
You were aware of all of those things, all of the things.
Sure, we knew.
Did you say them then? That is not important. It's not a bread.
But you said, and I'm just telling you
I'm just asking that.
The NDC wrote a manifesto.
No, I'm saying you personally. Forget about NDC. Your views.
Yeah, my views are saying.
When this whole conversation about LGBT will pass it, President will not sign.
Okay,
did you?
So,
I'm asking. Relax. I'm asking. Let me ask the question. Did you make this position clear? As in, okay, no, this one is not a bread and butter issue. There are people who don't have jobs. This thing has been there for a very long time. Let's deal with them. Did you advance this?
Okay, so Alfa, You see, let's take the matters step by step.
No, I'm just asking you.
Oh,
this
no, I'm
question.
coming. I will answer you.
Okay.
The first thing is, the bill went through the parliamentary procedures and processes, yet Mr. Akufo-Addo, for reasons best known to him, didn't assent his signature. So how is that fault of the NDC?
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying that when this whole conversation started, did you canvass the very position you are canvassing today? I just want you to just answer that.
Oh,
did you say that at the time, this is not important? It's a bread and butter. It's not a bread and butter. It started a long time ago. Let's deal with real issues, jobs.
Oh, no. At that time, my party wasn't in power. So my stance would lean towards what my party...
And what was this stance?
And our stance was very simple. That passed the bill, criminalize same-sex.
Okay. You thought it was important then?
Then...
No, did you think it was important then?
It was important, but still wasn't a priority.
Okay.
Sure. But
and today, is it important?
It can never be a priority. Oh, sure.
It's important, but it's not a priority.
Because you see one thing, all of us here, myself, okay, fine, I'm not married, I don't have a child. But there are many people raising kids. We have nephews and nieces who are being raised. So nobody ever wishes that a daughter or a son of yours will one day come home and they introduce a same gender as someone that they want to be with. Amorously. You yourself, at least, you'll be sad. We don't wish that. But the fact is, today that we sit here, it's not a priority. No, it's important. So we cannot place premium on LGBTQ issues when we have the bread and butter issues that we have to deal with. We don't do respect. Ghanaians need job. And that is why at least the 24-hour economic bill has been passed in Parliament.
We should focus on 24.
For sure. Those are the matters that I'll focus on.
Forgive me for... I'm just like things are... Okay, you continue.
No, things like what? You just talk to me. Things like what?
Oh, no, you go.
Oh, no. Talk to me.
Make your submission.
No, things like what?
No,
because at least for the past year, I've been with you. I've been with you throughout. So I don't know the things that you want to talk about.
No, you make your
point. No, my brother, you just talk to me.
I don't want to interject. Just make your point.
I will sit here and I will tell you. LGBTQ can never be a priority for the NDC. The number of people who voted for us voted for the NDC based on our manifesto. And a major plank of our manifesto was job creation. That's the most important thing. And how we can create a congenial environment for businesses to thrive. Because even fine, for us, let's say that government is unable to absorb all the new jobs. At least today, H.E. Mahama has been able to manage the economy well with the help of the finance minister.
Do you think the members of the NDC side in Parliament should push for the bill to be passed in Parliament?
Okay,
to make it a law.
I don't have any problem if they pass it.
Would you agree with that
But
position?
I will advise them that they have to take it must go through a meticulous process. Without one, I will not urge them to rush through it. They have to.
But you urge them to do it.
Oh, for sure. Without one, why not? Okay. Because if that is what Ghanaians are clamoring for, then we have to pass it. But we have to pass the bill when at least a meticulous.
But they should take their time.
Yeah, sure. It has gone through a meticulous process, so as we don't also go infringing on anyone's right. Because it's also very important. Because you see, you want to criminalize an act. If not for any other thing, people might be incarcerated when they fall foul of the law. So at least take your time. Let it go through a meticulous process so as you know that the bill that the president is signing into law is something that not even a scintilla of it is going to infringe on anyone's right. That is all what I wish. But as it stands now, there are bread and butter issues that Ghanaians want us to resolve. At least inflation is down. Up to GDP is down. Exchange rate has stabilized. Those are what I think that government's focus must be on. Because if you create that congenial environment for businesses to thrive, at least everybody will be happy. Please, we're all here. When the letter of fuel dropped to, let's say, 9 cedis, did you not hear people? Everybody was happy, just praising the government for what it has done.
It's going up.
Sure, I don't have a problem. You see, my brother, there wasn't anybody who promised that fuel prices was going to be stabilized forever.
Yeah.
Oh, but for sure, fuel prices, are erratic. Sure. With that one, you see, no place about that.
Iran is affecting it.
No, please, I've not mentioned anybody. No, please. I've not said that.
It's a known fact.
You see,
it's a street of Hormuz.
Me, I believe in one
thing. You don't think it's Iran?
I don't believe that. Until you've seen, I know that there is no fuel price in the world which is stagnant. Okay. Fuel prices.
If
they are erratic in nature.
If people were happy when it was 9, do you think we should be unhappy and disappointed with NDC now that it's around 13 cities?
Oh, you see, why are you disappointed in the NDC? First of all,
because we were happy when it was 9.
You see, they are
if it's going up,
no,
they are equally.
You see, they are price determinants. Okay. The world market price of
but if we were happy then, because it has dropped,
my brother, you see,
why shouldn't we be sad because
I think you keep on interjecting and then
no, it's a conversation.
I don't have a problem, but you've asked a question, so let me answer. Okay. First of all, is you consider the world market price of crude oil, the exchange rate at that time, and the taxes that government will put on them. The world market price, government don't control. The exchange rate, a good government can really manage the economy very well and stabilize the exchange rate. So with that one, it falls within the purview of government. The taxes too, government can do something about it.
When it was 9, government said we should give it the credit.
For sure, I never give that because
now
first of all,
we should give them the blame, correct? That's consistent.
But it's still better. It's still better than what
no, but I'm saying even at this, based on your own standard. 9 to 13, we need to give them blame.
No. If the consumer wants to be fair and discerning, if somebody has been able to manage the economy very well, stabilize the exchange rate, to understand that you bought a liter of fuel at 9 cedis and it has risen to 13 cedis, you still have to know that the person has done very well.
Let's come to
it's still better than what the person inherited.
On the LGBTQ.
So, you see, my brother, I will tell you this. LGBTQ can never be a priority issue in Ghana here.
Okay.
Because, one, the customs traditions that were bequeathed to us by our forebears, they frowned on gays, homosexual, transgender, bestiality, and all those forms of sexual orientation. They frowned on. It's as simple as that. Nobody is saying that Parliament shouldn't pass that bill, but I'll be here, and I will tell people that NDC government, this is not a priority matter to the government. Okay. We just hope and pray that Parliament will do the needful, and at the right time, the bill,
right time.
Oh, for sure, at the right time, the bill will be put before President, and then he will assent to it for us to criminalize same-sex and those stuffs around it.
That's Jones Appenton with his submission on this matter. Let me go to Ajeni. Ajeni, what do you think about this issue?
Alfa.
Yes.
Let me take this opportunity to say a very good morning to you and your cherished listeners.
Good morning.
And to my constituents, Achimanga South constituency, party people over there listening to this show this very morning, especially to the chairman of the constituency, Chairman Stephen Boateng, probably known as Chairman Boat. He is to be maintained according to the grassroots. So I send my greetings to him. And then to Chairman Rodeno Kwakwapia, also known as Koka, the incoming Ashanti Regional Chairman for the MPP. And I want to, how do I put it? It's not a matter of caution, but admonish party people that if anybody approaches you to come and contest for the chairmanship, know that they just want you to waste your money. Mm-hmm. And the grassroots are firmly united behind Chairman Kuka this time round, so nobody should come and waste their time and energy. Kuka is going on the post. Thank you, Alfa. You know one thing, there's this, let me start my submission by quoting this Malawian proverb. They say that bulls are trapped by their horns, men are trapped by their ways. Then DC is struggling this very day. I did sympathize with my brother here. He was struggling very much in putting his thoughts together. I was trying to get the head and tail of whatever he was saying, and I couldn't get anything. Because the question was simple. The question posed was simple. Why is it that your stance are changing? Your position, the position of your party and government is changing. It was as simple as
he makes the point that even though I would have to take time and see if it was captured in their manifesto, he makes the point that the manifesto is the social contract you've signed with.
Once it's not mentioned in the manifesto.
It's not captured in that.
So. No. There are videos. Now, I always say that this very era that we are in, I call it the VAR period or the VAR era, video assistant referee. Whatever you say yesterday, if you change your position, it's captured. Whatever you said yesterday is captured. So it will be compared to what your position today. So people cannot just say things and go scot-free and say that because they were not stated in my manifesto. That is it. I'm not surprised by the position of the NDC and the government, the president now. Because if you remember, Sam George, in 2015 or 14 thereabout, when this same conversation came up, because President Mahama was seen to be befriending the LGBT community, especially his friend Andy Solomon. That conversation came up that time when he was president in the first time period or term. Sam George stated that as at that time, the conversation about LGBTQ was a waste of everybody's time. Then, it was waste of productive airtime. He said that on Joy News. Fast forward, when they were in opposition, now he saw that he can weaponize LGBTQ against the government, because if you knew, President Akufo-Addo has been touted and known as a human rights activist. Okay, so anything that would seem to be infringing on the rights of others, he will not be speedily to side with that.
So that was why he was hesitant.
The bill actually contains human rights issues, not the entire. He was not against the entire idea, but there were certain elements in the bill that he was against. For instance,
but he had also said on an international platform when he was asked about LGBT, and he said it was bound to happen if we get a lot of, activism movement towards making it legal.
Yes, and he also said that it's not going to happen in his time. In his time. So, but that statement is true yesterday and it's true today, because there are a lot of things that are happening in this world today. That if anybody told you that about 2 decades ago or 3 decades ago it would happen, you would have doubted. So that is true. Definitely, there are certain things that happened in the past or are happening today that we couldn't believe would happen yesterday. But that is even beside the point. Akufo-Addo said categorically clear that LGBTQ is not going to happen in his time, and it never did. It never did. But then, the NDC capitalized on the anti-LGBTQ bill, which had been passed, but a citizen had already taken. No. Let us not confuse the issues. The president did not refuse to sign. There was a legal battle element of it. It was in Supreme Court. The last guy had taken it to court. That there were certain elements which infringe upon human rights. So the Supreme Court must make a resolution on that. And the president is a lawyer, an astute one as such. So he cannot just gloss over that issue and ignore the legal processes and go and sign. So that was the only thing that limited him from signing.
The speaker disagrees with that position. He said that it was transmitted to the presidency.
Okay, be as it may. What was the NDC's position then?
That it should be passed.
It should be passed.
Yes.
It should be signed.
What was your position then?
My position was that we don't allow the law to take its course. Let us allow the Supreme Court to deliberate or make a judgment on the issue, after which the president will have the leverage.
But the constitution was also clear that if a bill gets to parliament, to the president, and he has some reservations, there's a process you go through. The constitution spells out what exactly you can do.
Alpha, we've gone beyond that.
So the president should have done so.
Alpha, we've gone beyond that. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because the president refused to sign. What they asked, as you want to put it.
Yes, he refused to sign.
Got the MPP out of power.
Party.
Were we voted for?
You are in opposition.
So it means the whole Ghanaians were against that decision.
Yes.
Right? And the NDC was a beneficiary of it, because they made it a point. They made it one of their campaign messages. The president told the clergy that if he is president and they come to him, he will sign.
But my question to you is, do you accept blame for your reluctance in signing it?
Alpha.
No, I'm saying so that we are. It's a matter of consistency. That's all. That was what I was demanding.
I always say, and
that's the same question I'm asking.
Personally, I believe that is the position of my party.
That
we did agree that LGBTQ should be criminalized.
Your party agreed?
Yes, we do agree.
Looks as if the president didn't agree with that.
The president agreed, but the president could not overlook the legal processes, proceedings. That is why he couldn't sign that then. But the thing is, Sam George stood on NDC campaign platforms and told Ghanaians to say no to Tumutumu, if you heard that. And
you don't use that one. Let's use the gay.
Oh, because it is out there. That is why. Okay.
Then use that. That one is more. Use the again. I don't know why.
I hear to say no to LGBTQ.
Yes.
Okay. He used that word because that is what most Ghanaians would understand. That is why he used it, so that he will be able to communicate to Ghanaians. and reach out to them. So Akufo-Addo and MPP is in support of LGBTQ, so vote against them so that we will come and fight it. They knew that Ghanaians wanted LGBTQ to be criminalized. So they capitalized on the sentiments of Ghanaians and they won the election. Now, fast forward, they are telling Ghanaians that LGBTQ is not important. Do you know what the president told the Catholic Bishop Conference? I think last year he met them. He told them that if you are able to train our children well in the homes and the schools, there wouldn't be any conversation about LGBT. There wouldn't be any need to pass a law. Why didn't he say that when he was in the position? Did the family institution collapse during the Akufo-Addo's time? Didn't we have families? Didn't we have schools? Didn't we have teachers who could teach religious and moral education? But he said that there was a need to pass a bill, which when it comes to him, he will sign. Now he is in power. It comes to affirm my belief that the NDC is on principle. They don't have principle. They can't stand by any because they don't have any. Their principle change depending on where they stand, whether close to power. That is the distance between them and power. When they are in power, they change. They uphold one principle, and when they are out of power, they say a different thing altogether. So I am not surprised that the NDC and the president is saying this, because yes, Sam George told Ghanaians that LGBTQ is not important in 2014, but when they were in the position, they made a capital out of it. Okay. Now they come to power and they are going back to the original position. This has been the original position because they are friends with the LGBTQ community.
No, we don't know.
Alfa.
No, we don't know.
Oh, and Andrew Solomon is an international gay advocate.
I've heard that, but I don't know that for a fact.
Oh, but he has stated that he's a friend to President Mahama.
And President Mahama has confirmed that.
Yes, so there's no doubt about that.
I've not heard the confirmation, that's what I'm asking.
Oh, but there's no doubt about that. Okay. Do you doubt it? When the President Mahama was launching his book, when he was launching his book, do you think if you are launching your book and you don't have any close relationship with me, association with me, I'll come and give your forward or sign?
But you can have an association with a weed smoker. That will not make you a believer of weed.
I'm not saying he's a believer. So he's a friend. I choose my words carefully. Okay. That the president is friends with LGBT community.
So to what extent does that?
So he cannot fight his friends. He cannot fight his friends.
That's the principle you're holding.
That is it. That is my belief.
Okay.
Secondly,
and
I'm wrapping up. Throughout the Akufo-Addo's 8 years, did it ever happen that we have LGBTQ community people come boldly stand in front of our Independence Square, the Monument of Freedom, and taking pictures, kissing themselves?
We didn't have that, but we had people who came in and painted, and the flag Jubilee House was painted in the gay colors, etc.
Just recently, when they were celebrating the Independence Day, this very year, what happened?
They went to the same colors that you.
So what was the explanation then? It was a mixture of the Ghana flag.
The color.
So if it represented the LGBTQ, does it mean that they've also done the same thing? What they criticized, is it what they did? But that aside, I said openly kissing themselves and desecrating our independence monument, and nothing happened. Nobody said anything about it. It means Ghana has now come to accept that LGBT can go on and nothing will happen.
Thank you very much, Ajeni Mbuatin. We are streaming live on YouTube, Orange 107.9. You can be part of the conversation. Join us there, watch us live. We are also streaming live on Facebook, Orange 107.9. YouTube is Orange 107.9 FM. YouTube is Orange 107.9 FM. Facebook is Orange 107.9. So the only difference between YouTube and Facebook is the FM that you add to the YouTube search engine. Let me take 2 minutes about us, then we'll go to soul sourcing. President is asking for some proof. Joe, 2 minutes. Do you have anything? If you don't, then we deal with the.
You recall E-levy?
I do.
The draconian and regressive E-levy.
Yeah.
When the MPP deployed every means, even to an extent of impersonating a member of parliament who had then traveled to America, they brought in a lady who resembled her and forcefully passed E-levy.
There's no facts to suggest that she was impersonating. Nobody has been able to identify.
Somebody went into impersonate her.
That's what you feel.
Oh, no, but it's a fact.
It was supposed to have been investigated.
The very day that they passed the E-levy, which the MPP claimed that the vote was cast. The lady was in the US. So by which means could she had flown to Parliament House, cast the vote and gone back? Somebody came to impersonate there. But even with that one, they deployed every means in passing the e-levy. When Richard there was this suit against the e-levy. Somebody said it's court. Then the president assent to it. We were told
it was
sure. Good. There was a suit against it. The president told us that he is going to assent to it. Let the e-levy take effect. Whatever judgment of the court will be respected. So the same thing would have happened had Mr. Akufo-Addo had the will to assent. He would have done it, and then wait for the decision of the Supreme Court. Okay, so today, if the president had signed, it becomes law, and the Supreme Court gives a contrary judgment to the decision of the Parliament. What happens? Instead of the Supreme Court, that will be upheld. It's as simple as ABC. The president never wanted to assent, and then he used that as an excuse. But like what I've told you, my prayer is that bill must go through a meticulous process so as not a scintilla of someone's right is infringed. After that, the president that we know will assent to it. But what Mr. President is also advocating is very simple. The Bible says, train up a child the way he or she should go. And when he or she grows up, he or she will not depart from your training. So I tell you that there is no person who in this world who has proper training who will ever in their life, even have a nice and intention of engaging in same sex. So it's as simple as that. Let all of us train our kids very well. When they grow up, they will never. Okay, so it's as simple. When we are properly trained up, and then all of us are trained up, who will venture into that? So there won't be any need in even passing that bill.
If we should go by your principle, then we will not have laws.
So. My brother,
let's focus on training people.
No.
So that they will be good people.
Oh, but for sure,
we don't have criminal law to outlaw rape, law to outlaw corruption, law to outlaw
fundamentally, a person properly trained up will not.
There's a reason why you need to train and also pass laws.
I don't have any problem.
The combined effect of these.
And society, they are errant people in the society. Yeah. So there are some that no matter how good you train them, they might grow up and become errant.
So that's why we need a law.
Sure. But you can't pass the law infringing on someone's right. So let's take our time.
So the law as it was passed infringing someone's right.
Oh, no. But what were the reasons why the last guy sent the matter to court?
I'm asking you.
Oh, no. I am just saying that.
Because I would be surprising why you were pressuring the president to pass it if you knew that was what it was.
No. Listen to me very well. The last guy claims that portion of it infringed on someone's right. Right. That was what he claimed.
Do you agree?
That was his claims.
No,
and I'm not a lawyer.
Do you agree with that?
No, you've seen my view.
No, but you're making a position and you're using that to say it should be done meticulously. But I'm saying that.
It doesn't change anything.
Okay, let me go to Ajani.
My simple view would never suffice in any court.
Okay, let me go to.
Of course, we speak laws there, so please.
Let me go to Ajani. But on this platform, we speak views, so you can take your view.
Alfa, honestly, you took the sail out of my wind. I wanted to ask the same question. That has he now agreed that the law as was passed then had certain human rights issues? So if he agreed, then why were they on the neck of the president to pass it, to sign to it? Besides,
the president too could have said these things. The party could have communicated all of these to us. Nobody said, okay, this is the issue where it's like they were just not.
I said that a lot of places, maybe not here. Maybe we didn't have that conversation. I said that a lot. For instance, that law criminalizes advocacy. That people cannot even say whether they support it or not. It's not like convincing people to come and say, but stating your position. That for me, I don't see anything wrong with this and that. Could also be criminalized.
You disagree with that?
Yeah, I disagree with that. For now, Galamsey is a crime, isn't it?
Yeah, but
armed robbery is a crime.
Yeah, you can't advocate for armed robbery.
Oh, but I can state my position that I don't see anything wrong with Galamsey. Will I be arrested for it?
You don't see anything wrong with Galamsey?
I'm saying that if I see that I don't see anything wrong with Galamsey, even though it is criminal, will I be?
It is subject of the interpretation of the law.
But I won't be arrested for it.
That's like acknowledging or aiding in one way or the other.
No. But then saying that you don't see anything wrong with something should not amount to be you being arrested.
Okay. Like I don't see anything wrong with rape. How would the law interpret that?
You will be seen as a degenerate. Society will see you as a degenerate, but that does not amount to criminality. That is my opinion or my position.
I see.
But then, in any case, that bill does not exist any longer. So whatever its imperfection may be, it is no longer in existence. So whatever is signed today, whatever becomes a law today, is not what was then. So a new bill has been sent to Parliament. Why is that the majority will not allow it to even be laid, so that they can bring in all their opinion, take away whatever they disagree with, and pass the correct one?
Thank you very much. Let me read some few messages, and then I'll let you start with the sole sourcing within 5 minutes, and then we'll go to Joe for him to also wrap up. This one says that, good morning. Alfa, my name is Kofi Brako. I encourage that the NDC communication team should do well to provide their communicators all the videos containing the things they said on past issues before they come onto platforms. Because usually what I feel is happening to them is that they seem to be arguing with themselves. In other words, the position they held then is a position they are clearly contradicting today. So why wouldn't they watch? Why should they watch? I get the input of your message. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. This one says that Alfa Massa on YouTube. Oh, it's like I don't. On you, you are on YouTube. I'm sure that's what Pakwesi wants to say. Okay, yeah, we are on YouTube, so you can also join the conversation this morning. This one says, Alfa, I'm a neutral, but NDC should not think that the Ghanaian people are gullible. We are smart. We know what they are doing. They know the consequences of this bill. They don't just want to pass it. They had wanted the past administration to pass it, to face the realities. That's politics for you. I see. Ajani, we have about 15 minutes to go. 7 minutes on this sole sourcing issue. The president is asking that there should be a probe in it. What's your position on it?
Oh, thank you, Alfa. I think the president's position is just hypocritical. It's just business as usual settings. For instance, the NDC in a position made sole sourcing a crime. Because they said sole sourcing is one of the ways through which political parties and government appointees make money, siphon the state's resources. And said that when they are given the chance, sole sourcing will be reduced to the barest minimum. They will make it the rarest exception. It will be the rarest exception. If something is rare, I mean it is very scarce. It's not something that very common. So if you come to power and now that becomes the norm. Meanwhile, you've told us in the past that sole sourcing is one of the ways, the medium through which public funds are siphoned. I mean, you are now using the same medium to siphon the national resources. That is exactly what they are doing. So I'm not surprised per this kind of expose. You know, I read the whole document. I have different angles that I want to tackle this whole issue. I read the document a bit, about 30 seconds. I read the whole document that of the 107 contracts that were sole sourced. Do you know only one came to the entire Ashanti region? Of the 107 contracts, roads contracts, under the big push, which is the most ambitious, the biggest program for road construction in their entire government, just one came to Ashanti region. So I always ask my colleagues in the Ashanti region that if you are joining a political party, voted for it and want it to remain in power, and your region is not benefiting, from that government, then why then should you remain in that party? That aside, they told us that the Swami interchange will cost 100 million Ghana cedis more if they are to do it for tier. So that is why they are reducing it to 2. And later on, when you push, they raise it to 3, which we still arguing that they should remain the same as it was originally designed. They told us that they cannot find 100 million to pay compensations, but road also Pepesu road, a road that has already been constructed and costs less Now it is costing about 3 times the original cost, about 844 million Ghana cedis being used for rehabilitation. They could find that much money to rehabilitate a road that has already been constructed. Not the original construction. This is not an original construction. This is a rehabilitation. But it's costing Ghana, the taxpayers' money, 844 million Ghana cedis. It's 843.9. But approximately that is 844 million Ghana cedis. Yet they cannot find additional 100 million to add to the Swami interchange to make it a 40 as it was originally designed. It means to them, rehabilitate the Dodo Superpostal route, which will give them the cuts. Is more important to sticking to the original plan of the Swami interchange, which they know the cost has already been costed. So they may not be able to get any cuts when it is done that way. So I am not surprised. And when you listen to some of the explanations that they are trying to give, the minister is telling us that 107 sole source going to 44%. Meanwhile, the very document you gave to, what's the name of that fourth estate, clearly shows that about 80% of all the contract given were sole sourced. Yet you are trying to say it is 44. What kind of, do they take us for fools, or that we cannot read between the lines? You see, the president saying that they are coming to do what? Pass a bill and strengthen the procurement laws. That is what they said when they were in opposition. It is even in their manifesto. That they're going to strengthen the procurement laws so that it will reduce outsourcing and reduce corruption. When they came, they have, fortunately for them, they have overwhelming majority in parliament. So they could have used that majority to pass that bill or to amend those laws to strengthen that regime. What did they do? They allow a time for them to steal enough so that after.
For a fact that they are stealing.
Oh, but that is what I think. That's what I believe.
No, we can't say they are stealing.
Okay, that is what I believe.
We don't have the facts.
Oh, the president accused the former president, Kufuor, that he has said that he's not a thief, he don't steal. But his family will steal for him. Did he have any evidence that the president is stealing or his family was stealing?
He thought it was a bad comment.
That is what he believed in. I don't fault him for believing certain what he
don't fault him. Oh,
and so in the same way, I'm also entitled to my belief. I believe that the president allowed for that space 1 year, 3 months, or even if it will be extended to 2 years, because even if they introduce a bill to parliament, it's not going to pass under a certificate of emergency. So it will take about 2 years before that particular bill is passed or that amendment is done to strengthen that procurement regime. By then, or by what time, they may have stolen enough. We have a finance minister who is signing all these contracts without any proper due diligence, value for money audit. Because I believe he wants to get money so that he will contest the NDC upcoming presidential election. I am told, it is circulating, that the current road minister is being penciled down as a running mate for the finance minister when he eventually wins the flag bearership of the NDC. So they are all in cahoots, trying to gather enough for the upcoming thing.
But the
interesting thing, to me, it is refreshing that Ghanaians are now beginning to see the true callous image of the NDC. Whatever they accuse the MPP of, now as the MPP gets exonerated, they are now doing worse than what they accused the MPP of, which was even false in the first place. They accuse us of enabling LGBTQ. Today, they are one of the supporters. They are enabling it. They accuse us of Galamsey. They are now been shown that they are now the enablers of Galamsey. They accuse the MPP of corruption, which had a name. National Cathedral, Cecilia Dapa, but it has come. Pay evidence that Cecilia Dapa never took any penny from the Ghanaian people. And the National Cathedral, the Attorney General, who is a member of the NDC, is now going to the Supreme Court to defend the National Cathedral that no public funds has been wasted. It seems the MPP, former President Kufuor, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been exonerated. Okay. And now the NDC is now detaining themselves in corruption.
Joe, in the next 7 minutes, so let's say.
Okay, thank you, my brother. So, I think first of all, the Minister for Roads and Highways, Mr. Kwame Nsaboja Govins, he's doing a good work. And I will just plead with him that all these things must not deter him. So there is nowhere in the Public Procurement Act which stipulates that sourcing is a crime. And rather, please, once a conversation, is it a crime for sourcing?
No.
It's not a crime, sure. So.
But the NDC said things about it. So
no.
perhaps that's why it's becoming an issue.
My problem is, so it's like everything NDC said, when the same thing happens, you don't like, first of all, relate it to the context that the NDC said it previously.
Oh,
so the NDC said
did the same to MPP.
No, you see, my brother.
You took what they said.
The first thing
and did what they wanted to do with it.
If the NDC says that it will be in rare occasions that sourcing will be used in giving out contracts. At that time, there were a whole lot of sole source contracts given to the cronies of the MPP. So we promise that if by God's grace, Ghanaians voted for us, we will come and there will be a change.
Okay.
So of the total amount of contracts that have been given, what is the percentage given out in sole source?
According to Fourth Estate, is around 81. According to the roads minister, 42%.
So please, if out of 100 and 42% of contracts have been given on sole source, I do believe that they are doing their best. And me myself sitting here.
But you said it will become rare.
No.
42 is not rare.
42 is not rare. But you might not know the reasons which necessitated for those contracts to be given.
You didn't give this justification under and around what?
My brother.
You condemned them. That they were engaging in corruption.
Oh, no.
Through sole sourcing.
Through sole sourcing.
Cronyism and what have you.
Okay, the fact is, if you give contracts out under sole sourcing, myself sitting here, I see nothing wrong with it in the first place. But as the reasons why, first of all, the company or the individual has the capacity to undertake the contract is what is important. Why don't we also wait if indeed within a time frame the contracts have been executed or not, then we can hold the government and that of the roads minister. But this haste and rush by the Fourth Estate, I really don't know what they wanted to get out of it.
They were in a haste.
Well, frankly speaking, they were in a haste because there is a scenario where they say that a company that was awarded a contract had only 4 workers. But just yesterday, I watched it on television. They went to the site and they could count more than 50 workers there. So you said, why don't you wait?
Sometimes you may have permanent and casual workers.
But
no
please,
construction.
with all due respect, a casual worker is not a worker. He's a worker. So you don't just go to Senate, go take someone's Senate career certificate, and because of the number of workers on it, just publicize it just to disgrace the government or disgrace the company. They make it look like the roads minister is in bed with a company to fleece the country out of money. That's not the case. My brother, I will tell you every day, all the contracts have been given on sole sourcing, I will never pass judgment on any one of them. Let's wait. If the contracts, first of all, are not met within the time frame, 1, they don't meet specification, they are not met within the approved budgets, then we have reasons to complain. But as it stands now, you voted for a president. Your roles, you've clamored for infrastructure. He's giving it out for contractors to work on it. Yet people will complain. So what should the president and the roads minister do? And the president has been very magnanimous enough. He said, okay, I've heard you. We want to investigate it. And the president, as we know, if he investigates and any person found foul, he will crack the whip. So let's wait until the investigations are done. Then we know who that we are going to blame. But you've seen, my brother veered off and then he was making some statements against the NDC. You've seen, first of all, Alfa, please, when they come here, let them desist from tribalism. Because my brother sat here and then said that of all the contracts of the big push, there's only one contract coming to Ashanti region.
You think that's tribalism?
Oh.
That's like pushing for development to the region.
You've seen, let me tell you first of all,
tribalism, is it?
the resources of the state are equitably distributed.
So he's asking for equity.
Oh, I'm coming. No.
He said one pair is not enough. He needs more.
But
that's
maybe
not
at that
tribalism.
moment, equitably, that is what Ashanti will do.
But that's not tribalism.
No. You say,
I don't
I'm
think
coming.
it's tribalism.
Please,
It's
I'm coming. From
demanding for more for your region. It's not
Oh.
tribalism, is it?
You listen to what he said. He said that Ghanaians, people in this region, must not vote for a government which, when they are
He
allocated
said when you are
contracts,
deciding, he said when you are deciding to join a party, you need to join a party that will bring more development to your region.
that will bring more development to your
Yeah.
region. So under their 8 years, they brought development to the
You can
Ashanti
make
region.
that argument, but I don't think what he said is.
Oh, no.
tribalism.
You see,
maybe it's the way I'm looking at it. It doesn't sound.
no. If you tell me that,
tribalism for me.
fine. If one contract,
Or tribalistic.
At that material moment, if one contract is what the Ashanti region is deserving, they will bring it to us.
Okay.
Hopefully that it will be executed. That's what is the most important thing. For 8 good years, you promise road construction at Swami. What had happened? You waited until the last year of your government, then you send equipment and labor there to go work on the road. It was just a ruse so that people will vote for you. And Ghanaians, people in Kumasi, being very cunning, voted against your government. So please, you don't sit here and say that if one contract has been given, at that moment, if they think that what is the best, they'll give it to us. What is important to me is, will the contracts be executed? That is what I want. If indeed the roads are built and we are using them, that is most important. If I allocate 5 and I'm unable to execute them, that same people will blame the government. So if they allocate one which they have finance and everything ready to execute it, let's give them that happened. And then the next thing that he said was that Mr. Andrew Solomon, please, you see, my brother, this Andrew Solomon matter, every other day these people, they want to bring it in. So as a person, I don't have a right to be a friend to somebody who is a homosexual. I have that right. So how on earth, it's almost every other day you want to tarnish the image of the president. You've done this consistently, yet people don't buy in. Every other day too, you want to link Mr. Andrew Solomon to H. Mahama. He has every right to choose whoever that he wants to be the friend. That one, nobody can choose for Mr. President. So what is wrong if Mr. Andrew Solomon is a
friend of
Mr. Mahama? I see nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
But please, I will plead with Ghanaians. You've seen Mr. Mahama means war. The roads minister, he means war. Because the day that the 4 tested brought out the report, you've seen he had an interview on Joy News with Evans. You could see that the man was very honest and candid in his submissions. Almost every question and every document that the man should have brought there to answer, he brought it. So you said, my problem is, okay, it's NDC. It's NDC. So no. You see, we have to live beyond that. If every other day we want to double in politics.
Don't you think you did worse to MPP?
We did worse to MPP.
Very things you are complaining about.
Not when projects that were to be executed in the interest of the people were at stake.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
Hey.
In this case, there are projects that were executed in the interest of the people.
Okay, let's leave it here.
Yeah, my brother, is it?
Our time is
why
up.
don't we also wait?
Do same to
me. I don't have a problem. I will support any government that will give 1,000 contracts on sourcing.
Okay.
Which the contracts will be
delivered.
Executed.
Okay.
Then a contract that will give 5 contracts on let's say competitive tendering. Yet those projects will not be executed.
Let's leave it here. Thank you very much, Joseph. Our time is up. Because if I give you time, I'll have to give him time. If I give you 30, I'll give him 30. So let me hear you.
I want to restate what I said earlier on. What I meant to say is that Ashanti region happens to be at the center of Ghana. It is the second most populous region in Ghana.
Okay.
And you can't tell me that of all the contract that is being given to other regions, which are even smaller, some are getting more than 10. Ashanti region only deserves 1, according to my brother. That is what he said. That Ashanti region deserves just 1.
I say it could be.
That is what we deserve. That is why we're giving just 1. That is what we deserve. Okay. The voters are listening.
Okay.
And to the president, if he's investigating this one, then he should investigate Sandu Wis own. That is the renovation of the Bank of Ghana, old Bank of Ghana building, which was given to him by the Gold Board.
Joe, 30 seconds.
You've seen, they've now seen how a president works. A president who will never turn himself into a clearing agent. And that if a minister or his appointee is fingered in any scandal, he will allow investigations to work.
Which investigation? The majority has...
Yo, Ajay, let him.
Majority blocked investigation.
No. You have. He kept quiet when you were speaking. So let him make his point.
So let's translate him that he will let due process be followed through.
Okay.
And if indeed any other person is fingered to have done something contrary to the laws or cause an infraction, President Mahama will crack them.
Let's leave it there. That's Ajay Mwatin. He is a member of the MPP's communications team in the region. Joseph Apentin is a member of the NDC's communications team. My name has been Alfa Adi. I was here with Janice Upukwajman and Mark Waja. Have a very good morning. But in everything you do, make sure you are a good citizen to this country called Ghana. My name has been Alfa Ali. Have a very good morning. God willing, tomorrow we'll meet again.